So you want to earn a football scholarship and you want to know the top 5 things to get you that scholarship and possibly that NIL deal. Let's go. So first order of business, if you want to get that scholarship, definitely love the game. Now, I'm not saying you got to be crazy or you got to be over the top or you got to be, like me or Ray Lewis or any of these people who are super passionate about the game. What I mean by love the game is you have to love the game enough to decide that this is what you're going to do long term. This is what you're going to ride for. This is what you're going to work for. And essentially, you are going to treat this as if it's a 9 to 5, because it is. It's a job to make it to the next level, even from high school to college, and then again from college to the pros. Number 1 rule, love the game. Second, make the grades. I cannot tell you how many players think that they're going to make it to the next level strictly off of their athletic ability. Yes, it counts to be a stud. That's for sure. That's true. However, it counts even more that you have other things that set you apart. One of those things can be a GPA. A high GPA can definitely set you apart, can definitely set you in the right direction, and coaches do look at those. Guess what? If you're not making the minimum GPA requirements, you're not touching the field, period. Now, point number 3 to earning yourself a scholarship. Make sure you have the research done. And when I say that, I mean either get with a recruiting network like us, or do your research as to what is the best possible outcome for your current situation. So meaning, if you know your situation is a little rocky, a little haphazardous, and so D2 or D3, maybe even JUCO might be your best bet, look up the local JUCOs in the area. Look up the local D3s in your area. Look up the local 2s. Don't always shoot for the highest start. Don't always shoot for D1. Yes, that's true. You can shoot for D1 and land on D2 or D3, but 9 times out of 10, most people overshoot because they don't know their own self-worth as a player, and then it tends to hurt them in the backfield. So what you can do is you can research D1s, D2s, D3s, junior college, community colleges, all in your area. Then when you dominate your area, you move to your state. Then when you dominate your state, you move to your region. Then when you dominate the region, you focus on the nation. Or have your parents involved. I cannot tell you how many times I've had student athletes come to me, come to our service, contact me, hey coach, how do I get myself involved? I want to do this, I want to do that. I. It's good to be focused on your future. It's good to take initiative. However, you are still a kid. As much as you think you've grown, you are still a kid. And by being a kid, you still live under your parents' roof, most of you, unless you're really getting it out of the mud. If you live with your parents, the fact of the matter is they are the primary decision makers in the home. So what you need to do is, instead of trying to hide things from your parents or alienate things from your parents and act like you know everything, bring your parents in, invite them into your world, show them around, show them how to work your huddle, show them how to, what you've applied to, show them the 707 camps. Trust that they will help you make a sound decision, because they also gonna be the one paying for that month. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Like, you can have a job and everything, but if you need some cash on hand right now for recruiting service like ourselves, or, for this tryout, that tryout, this 707, that 707, stuff gets expensive. So it's best to involve your parents. Don't shun them out, and don't keep them out of the loop. Last key to earning yourself a football scholarship. You need to make sure, I repeat, you need to make sure you are registered with the NCAA Eligibility Center. That means go on NCAA Go on the NCAA Eligibility Center website, make yourself a profile, select option 3. Not option 1, not option 2, unless option 2 if you are outside of the US. But I'm talking to my US people right now. If you're in the US, option 3. That is what's going to certify you as an NCAA eligible athlete to be recruited. If you don't have an NCAA ID number through the NCAA Eligibility Center, you cannot get scouted, you cannot get recruited, you will not receive that scholarship. I don't care how dope you are. That is the NCAA's requirements to play in college football. So that's it, you guys. Those are my 5 ways to earn yourself a scholarship and possibly an NCAA NIL deal. I'll do a part 2 on this NIL deal specifically. If you guys want me to, just request it in the comments. Just say NIL deal, and I'll make sure I'll touch on that too. But this one was primarily more for the people trying to earn themselves a scholarship for college that are already at the high school level. Peace.